and especially the lead guitar by Warren in that one. But at the moment, joining us in the studio, Duran, a couple of them anyway, John and Simon. Evening.
Good evening, how are you, Ray?
I'm all right, I'm a bit apprehensive about meeting you guys, because you've been doing this longer than I have.
You have,
yeah, but
yes.
we were apprehensive about meeting you.
Were you?
Believe me, yeah.
Were you? Okay, so
your reputation precedes you, equally.
No, I always become, nice and polite and sweet when I start talking to people. I take
you're suddenly nice and rude when they leave the studio. Yeah.
Exactly, Simon. You've obviously watched the show before. No, it's good to have you guys back. And one thing that I was surprised about, because Duran, at some point, I don't know why, perhaps you could explain this, became sort of, the fashionable backlash and unfashionable, and the Duran boys are gone and nobody misses them. But now you're back, there's been a lot of positive. I mean, it helps you come back with a brilliant single.
It's the down the back. It's the thank you. It's the down the back of the sofa syndrome, really, which we fell behind.
You know that syndrome.
Why? I'm thinking if I do or not.
The Simpsons suffer from it every week.
That's quite. It's weird. I mean, you kind of we've had a real hard times for the last 4 years. I mean, nobody wanted to know at all, and suddenly. You come up with one song and it's all just wiped away, and people aren't interested in that. They're just interested in what you're doing now and what you've got lined up for the future. It's great, really.
It's been very positive. Now, you did a big gig for K-Rock in Los Angeles, which was interesting because it's an acoustic gig.
Yeah. Well, it was quite a challenge, really, because they threw down the gauntlet to us, to do it, and we hadn't played in about 3 years. And we put a band together. It was quite interesting. We were playing with a 3-piece string section. And it was really interesting to rearrange the old songs for this band, and so we focused on very old songs and very new ones, and we had so much fun. I think we surprised ourselves, actually, that there was people there digging it, and so we decided to do it again, and we've been kind of we're trailing there around Europe at the moment.
Now, I know you're doing an acoustic gig in London soon.
Yeah, it's semi-acoustic, to be honest. There's a lot of noise. Yeah.
Any plans to go on that in Europe, Day? On the road?
Yes, yeah, we have got a whole bunch of dates lined up, actually. None of which have actually been confirmed, and I'm starting to get myself into trouble because I'm doing these things like Irish phoners and saying, we're definitely playing in Dublin on the 22nd and Belfast the 23rd. I mean, I could go through a big list now if somebody give me one, but they're probably all going to change anyway. So, but we've definitely
Germany, definitely, and
France,
Holland, and Paris,
Italy.
In the next few weeks.
Yeah.
You said you were surprised, though. We went out there. It must be, heartwarming, because you get all of the horrible critic people and the people in the music business who are slagging you off. But when I went to America recently, we were working closely with lots of Americans, funnily enough, and a lot of them were saying, because they think you're English and you know everything about what's going on. What happened to Duran? When are they coming back? We've heard there's a rumour. You've still got a big fan base out there.
Yeah. And the thing about that is that you as soon as you get that kind of swell of feedback from the man on the street, whatever the critics are saying about you or have been saying about you ceases to matter anymore at all, because you're communicating directly to the people who count.
It was great with the K-Rock thing, though, because it just gave us a springboard into that whole alternative chart, which we've never been in since the first couple of singles. That's right. Really, and we got that back. And I mean, obviously the song's like an ACR kind of mainstream hit, but it was really cool to get the alternative thing happening.
Now, what about getting back to making videos and stuff? You were one. I remember when I first started doing this job, the Duran videos were always the fun ones to present because they were just so outrageous. I mean, you obviously bummed tours to Rio or wherever else, just to go and shoot a video.
Holidays.
Exactly.
Out of video budgets.
Exactly.
It was the other way round, actually. They used to bum videos off us when we actually used to take holidays together, like the Beatles. And they'd call us up and say, lads, stay an extra couple of days. We've got a film crew coming over.
Right. I think I believe you.
It's true.
How do you look back on those days?
With great affection, really. We had a lot of fun together. And our whole life was based on having a laugh, really. It was great.
But videos are something it's a visual, obviously, it's a visual thing, and they last.
Yeah.
And now you look back at yourselves 10 years ago.
Yeah, they're unavoidable, aren't they?
Yeah. And they keep getting played on.
See, John's dug that old shirt out again.
So did you get that from Brian Ferry, or something, that one, John?
No, it's a Planet Earth, I think, this one.
Now, I've just, MTV News are particularly interested in this. When you set out, New Romantics were, of course, in fashion. But what appealed to you about them?
The fact that basically that there was a label under which we could run, and it kind of made things simpler for the press to kind of talk about us if they thought you were part of a movement. I mean, if you look at the whole New Romantic thing, there really wasn't any musical movement going on at all. It was just different from what went before. But I mean, you can't compare musically Duran Duran, Spandau Ballet, Visage, Classics Nouveau and Depeche Mode, really, apart from the fact they're all new bands.
Well, it was this Euro dance thing, wasn't it?
Well, there was a bit of that happening. Yeah, there was a bit of that.
We're getting nostalgic now, aren't we?
Yeah,
No.
but it was more. I think it was more a fashion movement, really. And as soon as we could dump it, we did.
Now, the 60s, of course, and early 70s, all the hippie chick stuff is really coming back. Can you see new romanticism?
Well, when Flares came back, we knew it could only be a matter of time. You know, when they started creeping in.
So we figured we'd better get our current stuff out before we get kind of caught up in any nostalgia whirlpool.
What's new for Duran Duran now? Are you going out on the road and you've got this new album? Are you going out with is there something different, something new?
Well, we've got the band lined up at the moment is new for us. We've got a 3-piece string section, and we are playing acoustic instruments. They are plugged in, but they sort of like, you know, it's not solid body guitars and things. And it's natural sound. It's not got a lot of effects on it. The show's very musical. It's a lot of fun. It's given us a chance to really rework old numbers that, quite frankly, I'd lost a lot of enthusiasm for, things like Planet Earth and Hungry Like the Wolf. I couldn't see myself playing them with any kind of vigour. But Warren's really come along and said, hey, they're great songs, let's try changing them about a bit, and he's done it, and they're great.
That's good, so you've reinvented Duran Duran, really. Excellent. Well, it's really good to have you back, and congratulations with the success of the single. One thing you've mentioned, of course, you're playing all these acoustic gigs. I noticed that you haven't played an acoustic gig for us on Most Wanted yet.
Right.
You're not going to come back at all when you sort of gig?
Yeah, well, we were going to bring along a guitar today, but the person who had the guitar fell a bit ill, so...
I think it's one of those... I think your people are talking to our people.
Yeah.
Right. Let's do lunch. Let's do lunch sometime then.
No, Power Breakfast, Ray. Power Breakfast.
Power Breakfast, is it? Okay. Well, maybe if you bring your wife along, John, I might go to that Power Breakfast.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd love
Maybe a weekend in Wales on the motorbikes would be at Simon, I think.
Weekend in Wales on the motorbikes.
On the motorbikes, yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Hey, that was the comment you were supposed to make after we'd gone.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, I mean, Simon, did you see my motorbike parked outside?
Which one was yours? The TDM?
TDM.
Yeah, I was riding around on one of those. They're quite nice. They're quite
nice,
city
aren't they?
bikes, aren't they? A bit slippery, though, in the wet.
Yes, a bit slippery.
Those tyres are crap in the wet.
Yes, but you've got to get some Metzlers, haven't you?
Yeah.
We're leaving John out now, though, aren't we?
Right, yeah.
Anything you want to talk about, John? It's a passion?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations for the success, and thanks for coming in on Most Wanted, and being better than I thought you would be. I thought, Duran Duran, they're going to be difficult. They've been here for so long. Oh, God. But thanks a lot for popping in, lads, and we hope to see you back soon.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Stay tuned for Most Wanted, coming up soon.